A while back, and Republic has now accessed the post-mortem report of the BJP leader who passed away under mysterious circumstances in a Goa hotel. The post-mortem report, in fact, reveals some stunning details. The report mentions multiple blunt, forced injuries, clearly suggesting that there was an attack on her and that it's a murder. Ankit joins us live from Mumbai newsroom with the post-mortem report. Ankit, over to you for the details.
Absolutely, Abhishek. I have the post-mortem report right here. I'm going to read out. It says, I performed the autopsy on the dead body of Sonali Phogat, age 43 years of age, and it gives her address. Now, watch this key paragraph. The cause of the death, to the best of my knowledge and belief, is reserved pending chemical analysis, histopathological and serological reports by the tissues preserved. However, there are multiple blunt force injuries over the body. In view of the above, the manner of death is for the investigating officer to ascertain. I'll repeat once again, the cause of death is reserved pending the chemical analysis, histopathological and serological reports. However, the doctor adds, there are multiple blunt force injuries over the body. In view of the above, the manner of the death is for the investigating officer to ascertain. So three key things here. One is that the cause of death has not been committed to. Second, there is confirmation that there are multiple blunt force injuries. And third, that it is up to the investigating officer to ascertain what was the real cause of the death. This is from the post-mortem report, which has just been completed and filed, which we have accessed. It comes minutes after the murder charge was added to the Goa Police's FIR, and it also comes before the body is flown to New Delhi for the final rites to be held tomorrow, Abhishek. So that is what the post-mortem report says. So certainly there is a mystery there, and very clearly, one last time I'm repeating, in view of there are multiple blunt force injuries over the body. In view of the above, the manner of the death is for the investigating officer to ascertain. Abhishek.
Well, yes, Ankit, going by this post-mortem report, it becomes doubly clear that there is a murder suspect now with Goa Police, because of which they have registered a Section 302 murder, or they have added Section 302 of murder in the ongoing investigation and the complaint. Of course, the family, remember, had raised doubts about the manner and the circumstances in which Sonali Phogat had passed away, earlier suspected to be a cardiac arrest death. But now the post-mortem, as Ankit showed, clearly suggesting that there was a murder involved. She was attacked brutally, and all telltale signs of that brutal attack there in the post-mortem report being recorded in the post-mortem report. Alisha joins us live. Alisha, please tell us what more details can you share? Do you have the death certificate? What does it mention? Does it still say cardiac arrest, or does it mention these injuries that have come out in the post-mortem?
Well, Abhishek, let me put this where the Goa police were investigating into the matter, and it's initially where they registered unnatural death. At the initial, even police did not found something foul in the same case, and they have clearly mentioned, and even we heard the Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant mentioning that as per the DGP and the doctors of the hospital have clearly mentioned that it's a cardiac arrest, which is why her death happened. And but now if we see the cause of death, and let me read out for our viewers what is the mention in the death cause of Sonali Phogat, which clearly says that the chemical analysis, histopathology and serology reports of the tissue perceived. However, there are multiple blunt force injuries over the body in the view of death for the investigation officer to ascertain. So it's a multiple injuries clearly on the head is mentioned in the death certificate that has been provided by Goa Hospital. We know that the family was really not ready till the time the murder case is been registered by the Anjuna police, but they were clearly mentioning that till the time the murder case has not been registered, we will not give the body and give the consent for the post-mortem. But it was more than 72 hours, and the mention over the other authorities which had a word with the family of Sonali Phogat and requested them for the post-mortem. After the concern that has been given by the family, the analysis, that is autopsy from the team of forensic who has conducted this autopsy. Moreover, it is videographed as a request that was made by the family. But the post-mortem report, which has been accessed by Republic TV, clearly mentioned that there was a multiple injury to her head. Now, the police is looking into the matter. DGP itself is monitoring the whole situation. And now we know that not only the case that has been registered that is against the two-person, and moreover, there are the staff that is going to be summoned in the case, because now police is investigating the murder case of Sonali Phogat, because the complaint that was given by Sonali Phogat, her brother Rinku, clearly mentioned that she was well before. She was talking to her family when she was in Goa. She also had a conversation with her mother, but after her dinner is something she found a very unconsciousness. So there was something has been done. She's been poisoned, slow poisoned by her the staff which was who was there with her in Goa. And this is a case something of a murder that needs to be investigated by the police. But with the complaint that has been given by her family, where the Anjuna police has added section 302 of the IPC, that is a murder case. And now police is looking into the matter, and the post-mortem report clearly also says that she has suffered many multiple injuries into her head as well.
Yes, multiple injuries, including with a blunt object on her head. Essentially, the mystery unraveling in the Sonali Phogat death in Goa, which initially was suspected to be due to a cardiac arrest, but now the post-mortem making it clear that she was under attack, that she was hit by someone with a blunt instrument, which led to injuries on her body, and that's what is coming out. Sonali Phogat, BJP leader in Goa, passed away under mysterious circumstances a few days back, and the family subsequently raised doubts about the circumstances in which Sonali was found dead. And now, based on the post-mortem report, it is becoming clear that there was in fact an attack on her. There is a suspect, and in fact the family has mentioned the name of the suspect as well. Alisha, if you can share with the viewers, the family has raised doubts about the presence of a man, an aide to Sonali Phogat, who was with her when this happened, and they believe that he could be behind the murder. Now it's murder clear. So can we say that the man is a suspect now for Goa police?
Well, yes, also Goa police has interrogated her PA, that is Sudhir Sangwan, who has been interrogated for several hours, because that is where the family has raised a concern and a suspicious over a death. It's clearly mentioned that these are the two people, and there was also what have been told by the police that Sonali Phogat never wanted to come to Goa. There was no planning, but there was some of the shoot that has come across to her, and which is why she came to Goa, as per the staff that is has informed her about the shooting which need to be done in Goa, but that was never a plan. So they have clearly mentioned it is something pre-planned by her staff itself, that also include her personal assistants and the other staff, the two persons who has already been named by the police before the police, and they have been questioned. And what we have been told that more staff of Sonali Phogat will be questioned, they will be summoned, and they will be asked to record their statement before the police, and the lines of questioning will be over the itinerary of Sonali Phogat, because it's very important to know why exactly the Sonali Phogat has come to Goa. And the day she landed in Goa, she was in a hotel, but all of a sudden she found herself unconscious, and she was she was feeling uneasy, and suddenly she got an attack where the hospital has clearly declared her broad dead when she was taken to the hospital.